5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10 results.
Oh my god, the day is here. This is a milestone in itself. It's only the third one of these. I should probably intro kind of and be like, welcome back. This is a podcast a day, keeps the whatever away. This is a podcast a day. That's what this is called. And as the name goes, we do this every day, apart from the second day, which I missed on purpose because of mental gymnastics and game tactics. I'm thinking of the long haul. I've explained it twice. We don't need to keep the streak going. But it's Christmas Day, and this is a milestone because there are a few days when it comes to trying to do something like this. Which, by the way, I could be doing this for years. I could be doing this to the day I rot in a coffin. That's not the right Christmassy mood, is it? But there's a few days, milestone days, that if you can do like a daily thing like this on those days, then you could do this forever. You know what I mean? If you can pass those days. One of them is Christmas. If you can do some of this and make sure you don't miss Christmas, or like do two in a day the day before, because so you have to do one on Christmas. If you can, actually do it legit, then you're pretty much set. Because if you can do Christmas, you can do like any other day, any other basic day. Christmas is one. You probably see your birthday is another one. Like these kind of busy days, where you might not be feeling like, or you might be doing something else in particular. Or it's just like too many people or whatever it is. Your birthday is probably one. Now let's get a little bit more extreme. Your wedding day. Now, can't test that theory yet, but I know that I've been married, so I can compare. But I would probably still rank Christmas above it. I told you Christmas is God tier, and it probably would even rank over wedding. Now, a Champions League final or something, that'd be easy. It's only like the evening of a day or something. So wedding day, maybe the birth of your child, that would be more tricky. It wouldn't sound great on the audio if the missus is screaming her lungs out. Do you mind? We're peaking, do you mind? I don't think that would go down well. But the audio is peaking. You're really getting up into the higher notes there. But then again, if we just wait and then we wait for the baby to pop out, then that could be, that's content right there. Yeah, but no. Christmas is a milestone day, and we're doing it right now on Christmas Day, guys and gals. And I was in the festive spirit underneath. Like a football fan, I'll lift up my shirt. I had a Christmas jumper on, but then I got this Chelsea kit, and I just, in Christmas fashion, didn't take off the original jumper I was wearing, just chucked this one over the top, so I got the jumper on underneath. But yeah, I got this third Chelsea kit. If you can't see it, it's literally kind of just like a plain, it's kind of beige in colour. It's kind of like beige, coffee, off-white. It's meant to be like bronzy gold, but, orange and black trim. I'm not selling it here really, but yeah. I mean, if we're talking kits and Chelsea, they've not really made one that's actually been like, oh my god, that's really nice. And it's that, like, if you're a who makes nice kits. I actually really liked Belgium's away kit this year, which I know is a bit of a rogue shout, but I really did. Let's just play it safe. Now, me personally, the Argentina kit, yeah, it's nice, but I could take or leave it. But I know people love it. So I'll just go with Argentina. So if you're an Argentinian, and again, I don't care much for the Arsenal kits, but I know a lot of people love them. So if you're an Argentinian Arsenal fan, your life's great, because Arsenal always gets what are considered great kits, and so do Argentina. So you're always loving life. Imagine if you're like an English Burnley fan. Fuck. They should actually start charities for these people. Like, sometimes you hit like a brick wall in life, and you're having a bad day, or you're going through something, and they like, someone will probably tell you and give you advice, and you won't want to hear it at the time, but they'll just say, someone's worse off than you. And I think they're talking about Burnley England fans, because not only, and I'm not even talking about, you're watching dire defensive football with Burnley and then dire defensive football with England. Only England have the good enough players to play exciting football, but it's still going to be dire and boring. But just in terms of kits, these poor men and women who every year have to look forward to another claret and blue, disaster class, and then they got to wear that every season, and it doesn't fit them well. And and then they got to look forward to England every like couple of years at a tournament, and they just know it's going to be a plain white strip, or England kit's never great. I mean, the away kit this year, it was really close to like being something that's actually really nice, and it really does pop. I saw it in the shop the other day, but I don't know, man. There's just never any sauce in the kit. There's never any spice or anything nice, and they don't even try. Like, you could do some stuff. There's designs you could do. You could incorporate lions or roses or whatever, like ball, like just anything that's kind of related to England, into the kit. Just trying to be a little bit out there. Like, I'm not saying Belgium's home kit is like nice or not nice, but it's like red with like flames on the sleeves. That's so weird. And it's like, I'd rather have kits like that. I'd rather have kits that is very divisive, and some years they're awful, but some years they're amazing, than just these boring plain numbers. Like Spurs England fans, because Spurs always just have a plain white kit, and then the England they get a plain white kit, and it just must suck. Like, I know we've got a bit of blue on the sleeves, but like, I want a kit that I'd be like, damn, we need to win the World Cup this year for this kit alone, just so we can see him win it in this kit. We've all seen, like, on Instagram, you'll see a kit and you'll get gas, and I'll be like, oh, that's just a concept kit. And it's like, so these unemployed freelancers or just graphic designers or whatever they're doing, I don't know, with like under 1,000 followers, are just making these kits easy that people are wishing were real. Nike half the time just use a template and copy and paste. Why not just use one of these designs? Saves you work. People actually would like it. You'd sell a bunch of shirts. Why force the template? I don't see what's to gain from doing that. It's just extra work. You're not good at it, and you probably sell less. Like, the Nigeria kits always sell loads because those are the ones that are actually original with no template. They try and they do something crazy with it. Imagine a nice England kit, and you see some good concepts. Just now, I was doing like this in my hand, and I was thinking like how this is a hard cut segue. There was none involved. But the alien thing with your hands where you like separate. So there's two things on either side. The alien thing we do, like, oh, come in peace. And how some people can't do it. Like, I can't really do it with this hand as well. And it's such a random thing to like be like, I don't know. This is just something I randomly just thought of. But to come to the conclusion that aliens, if they existed and were even intelligent enough to have their own form of communication, naturally they wouldn't understand our form of communication. They probably would not speak English or anything like that. That's a logical conclusion to come to, and I'm sure most people would. Not like scientists, even just the average Joe, like me or you. But then to assume that this would be it, just out of nowhere, completely random, just chuck up some gang signs, and they'll get that. Why would that be any more than just the traditional piece? What the parted thing? I don't know. It's probably just from a movie or something, and this just became like a thing. Why is that the alien salute? If that like, they might even have hands, they might not even have faces. They might literally just be like walking walking cacti looking things. They might look like shoe boxes, I don't know. I was just sitting there thinking, because I had to stop and start again, and that's the first thing that crossed my mind on Christmas Day. That seems to be taking up most of my thoughts. I looked at my phone earlier because I was like, oh, what should I mention? What should I bring up? What's like a good thing? People might go to, oh, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? What's your what's your go-to gift? Or whatever. And I checked my phone, I checked my notes, and the number one thing, it said something like, and by the way, it's festive season, jolly. I'm like, okay, what's like a jolly little topic? And it said I think verbatim, I can't fucking stand these people who have achieved things preaching shit. And then I just thought, we won't use any of those notes today. These seem, I wrote these in a probably less festive mood. Way to bring the mood down. I think I watched a TikTok at a time, and I just angrily typed that into the notes. Not fun or joyous. It's mistletoe and wine. That's more the vibe. Venting, but it is annoying. I don't have to explain it. Should I explain it? No, we'll save that. No. Give that a couple of days. We'll leave that for now. I'm at the point in the day. I don't know what time it is. It's like, what, 3 school finishing time, if there was any, and if I still went. I got a game downloading. I'm pretty good. I mean, I haven't eaten yet, so I could probably do that. But aside from that, I'm kind of ready for Boxing Day. I think after you get past, I think in terms of in terms of a whole day, I almost feel the most, in terms of the whole 24 hours, I feel the most magical for the longest part of that 24 hours on Christmas Eve. I think you feel the highest high on Christmas Day. And then I think Boxing Day is just like a cool down. You got to cool down after working out. You can't just immediately stop. You'll rupture something. You can't. Same with Christmas. Trust me. That being said, I feel like if you stitch together the first half of Christmas and the second half of Boxing Day, or the first half of Boxing Day and the first half of Christmas, you just sort of melded that. Because it's 3 now on Christmas and I'm already thinking about Boxing Day football. Yeah, and it's not like we've been away from football for a long. We literally just had the World Cup. It's been about 6 days. Like in a standard Premier League week when it's not December or busy period, that's how long you usually be waiting for a game anyway. Yeah, feeling a bit football deprived. We haven't had Premier League football in a while, to be fair. That's probably why. And I'm just excited for that to be back. But I don't even know why Chelsea haven't been playing tomorrow. When we do play, we'll probably inevitably lose because that's kind of been the streak at the moment. But I think it's just because it feels like a new season. I'm hopeful that Arsenal are going to now be in bad form and like everything's just going to change. That's literally the biggest stake I have in this season because Chelsea's is a write-off. I just don't want Arsenal to win the league. If Arsenal win the league, it's just such a bad way. A new year, fresh beginnings, Arsenal win the league. Fuck. It's just such a bad way to start it. So that's not a good way to go. It's not a good tone to set unless you're Arsenal fan, then it's bloody brilliant. If you're Tottenham or Chelsea or West Ham or anyone, literally anybody else in the world apart from Arsenal, it's just, yeah. Because I think everyone agrees City winning it, you're just kind of indifferent. You're just like, sure. No, I don't know. Maybe if you live north enough, you know a couple of City fans, but no one knows any City fans, let's be honest. I don't know any. There's no grief, there's no banter. If they win it, it's almost like it's like an irrelevant thing. So I don't got to worry about that. You see maybe occasionally on Twitter, maybe a bit from Boovie, but I like Boovie online. Whereas Liverpool, yeah, you see a few more Liverpool fans around here, and it's like, don't know, but it's alright. I'm still fine with that. United, it's more fun to see them lose and struggle. That's the main reason. And then you get to the London teams. And Arsenal, Tottenham, for me, it would suck so bad. It would suck. I reckon if I had to order top 6 in terms of who had least one, it'd probably go. Wait, so ranking up to the least I want least, and obviously not going to do Chelsea, so it's 5. It would be City, then Liverpool, then United. And a lot of people would say Arsenal, Tottenham, but Arsenal are just so much louder, the fan base, verbally, not in the stadiums, but online, that I have to go Tottenham, Arsenal. And I know Arsenal have never won the Prem, so it's like, you don't want to give them that. But they can have one trophy. I know the whole joke is they get nothing, but I'm not that fussed. That rivalry is more of like I don't know. It's like intrinsic in the veins and the DNA, but in terms of grief and stuff, I don't get much from Tottenham fans because, again, they're quite a bunch. You can't really be loud and aggressive when you've got 0 trophies, whereas Arsenal, even though they've been terrible for most of my life, they've got Invincibles and they've won a few Prems and they've not won anything significant like Europe wise, but they've got a lot of the most FA Cups. They've got legends there and stuff, big boys, and they've got a good team right now. So they got a bit more weight behind them, so they feel like they can still throw punches. But Tottenham, they stay quiet because like we're not going to get into any arguments because people will immediately banner us. It's like the guy. It's like. What's a good example here? I don't know. Like a guy in a wheelchair. Should we go there? Like a guy who's £400 and like, you know, like heavily obese, and he's got like braces and a receding hairline. He's not gonna show up at like a roasting battle because the ammunition is just too much. He's not going to show up and be like, yo, you stinky prick. Like, people are just going to look at him and be like, I mean, we're just going to keep shooting. You know, these are easy buckets. Free. Passing another one. Free. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Tottenham got to wait a while, wait a couple of decades, and maybe they can join in. But yeah, Christmas time, Mr. and wine, children singing Christian rhyme, as they always do. I was just deep in if carol. I was gonna say if carolers are real, like there's some sort of fictional myth or creature. They are real, but I've never witnessed one or seen one, even in the wild, let alone on my doorstep. If they were, that'd probably significantly ruin Christmas for me. But they're not. That's not a reality or a thing I actually have to worry about. Anyway, that was all. That's it.
With the kids, and I have like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet.